All right, let's transition. And Mason, if you do need to take off, it is A-OK. You just let us know. But let's transition to New Era Wrestling. The Alpha, Alexander Lincoln, joining us now, the open weight champion. Oh my gosh, the open weight champion had a brutal match this past show against Dawson Kimbrell, and we're excited to hear. I believe he went to a local medical facility to get checked out because it was that brutal. Then was attacked by a masked man. So we will talk about New Era Wrestling's July 12th show with the Alpha Alexander Lincoln. First, good morning. How we doing? How is the recovery going from that really brutal match?
Doing well, and sorry I'm a little bit behind schedule this morning, but I appreciate you guys having me. No, I'm good. I feel good. I did took a swift drop kick to the throat, and affected my ability to speak for a few days, but I'm good as new.
Good as new is good. You got Saturday, July 12th, another challenge coming your way at the Star Spangled Bash in Swan Gym right there in Jasper, Alabama. I'm looking at the graphic right now. The masked man has been revealed. It looks like Aiden Andrews, the irredeemable Aiden Andrews, on the opposite side of the graphic. He was who pulled his mask off. Let's just ask you, did that surprise you that he was the masked assailant?
Yeah, to be honest, I'd never considered that. I don't really know. I mean, I know Aiden. I've seen Aiden. I think he's a really good wrestler. I don't think really anybody knows a lot about him. So I'm kind of, other than he's really strong guy, really talented, likes to chop people a lot. I think you've seen. So I think everybody was surprised, and I think, I'm anxious to kind of learn why. I think I know our fans are probably anxious to learn more about him and who he is and what he does.
Absolutely. So it's going to be a lot of fun on July 12th. This right after the week after July 4th, but we're still going to keep the American theme because look, it's summer. Great, we love that. Star Spangled Bash right there, July 12th, Jasper, Alabama. I'll just ask you, you were preparing for a match. You were preparing for your match with Dawson Kimbrell. Did you see any of the Fatal 4-Way? Aiden Andrews did compete and rightfully won the number one contender spot for your open weight title, defeating a handful of wrestlers right there, defeating a lot of great wrestlers. Brother Asriel, Kate Newton, three other guys. Did you get to see any of it, or have you looked at it on tape to kind of get start your scouting report?
I didn't get to watch it, but I did see the tape. So I've kind of studied that. You're right. Really good wrestlers. It was and Kate Newton's really good. Christian Pierce, they're all really good. So he picked his moment to reveal himself, I think, after he had secured that number one contendership. And I don't know if he wouldn't have got that. I don't know that he would have revealed himself.
Would have been he would have continued to attack from the shadows, probably. Oof. So better to reveal himself now. Let's take you back though to June 14th, June 7th. Excuse me. Your match with June 7th. You're with Dawson Kimbrell. I gotta say, the graphics that I saw leading into the match. Now I had never seen Dawson Kimbrell wrestler. I thought, oh, it's a little guy, long hair, baby face, young looking face. It's a little guy. When he came out, I thought, oh, that's not who I was expecting. The tall, short hair, spiked up, muscles on muscles on muscles. Just walk us through that 20-minute war and just kind of how you were going. You had a moment looking at the title, maybe getting some inspiration there. Just it was not what I was expecting. And so it was a really, really fun surprise for the audience or for myself. And the match was just really, really impressive and brutal. Talk us through your perspective of that match.
Yeah, I see why you could think that about Dawson from his picture. I think that picture is a little dated. He may need to get an updated shot done. But yeah, he is he's all athlete. He's got size and obviously, I mean, he looks like he was chiseled from a piece of stone or something. So, so I knew that. You didn't know that. I knew that. So I was prepared for that. He's super talented. He hadn't been in the ring in a while. I didn't really know what to expect. I felt like he would probably conduct himself appropriately, irregardless. Now, kind of the way he behaved after the match leaves something to the imagination. He didn't really. I guess there's no rule that says you got to shake hands afterwards. But I did. I guess I expected a little bit more from him. Yeah, I think you get everybody, not everybody, myself. It was a long, hard road to get here in wrestling and to get to this point. And I don't know if you know this, but Dawson kicked out of the Lincoln's Law, which is my finishing move, and that's never happened before. And so that was pretty frustrating. That was kind of if I was surprised by anything, it was that. And I'd be lying to you if I said that I didn't consider some alternatives. And I think that was just kind of a lot of emotion and a lot of you just start rapidly thinking, when things don't go a certain way, like they always have, when I hit that move, you start thinking, all right, what am I going to do to get out of this? How am I going to get, so I thought, should I just get myself DQ'd and just end it here? Should I, and of course, like cooler heads, at least my cooler head prevailed. I know that that's not what we got to do. That's not what our fans paid to see. And I've got to just figure it out. And fortunately, we were able to do that. The way that match ended was, if you ever have seen 1992 SummerSlam in the UK, when Bret Hart and the British Bulldog wrestled for the Intercontinental title, that was exactly how the British Bulldog beat Bret Hart, that finish. And that was something that I thought if I could, not just him, but with anybody that tries that sunset flip, if I could catch their legs right there, there's no way they could kick out, So, anyways, it was a great night. I wish Dawson would have shook hands, and I wish that guy wouldn't have jumped me from behind. The thing with my throat was unfortunate, but I did, went to my doctor, went to an ENT, got it sorted out, and did what they said, and I'm good to go. So,
good to go indeed. You're going to have to be good to go on July 12th for the Star Spangled Bash, because the irredeemable Aiden Andrews is coming after you. He revealed himself, and look, he comes in there and attacks you, and he's got the mask on, and it looked like a very Crimson Alabama themed mask. At least I got a better look at it this time than I did the last time. A little, but then he takes it off and just attack you like a coward. He's a better wrestler than that. He doesn't need to be doing those shenanigans. He's got the pedigree in his arsenal. He hit like 4 stomps in that fatal 4-way. What's a guy like Aiden Andrews need to be attacking the champion from behind when he's already become the number 1 contender?
Yeah, that's a good point. I think obviously all of that started before he was the number 1 contender.
True.
So, but I say this, I don't know, because he ever talks. He doesn't talk to anybody. And so obviously it looks like the dragon has gotten to him in some way. And so I don't know why he chose to do all that. I don't think he has to do all that. Sometimes there's people that have to cheat to win, but sometimes there's people that just like to hurt people and they don't really care about winning. And I'm starting to think that he might be the latter. I think he's dangerous, not just as a wrestler, but as a person. I think he's got dangerous capabilities.
Well, speaking of people who need to cheat to win, you can look in our comment section right now. Jasper Reed saying, "You're too old to be late, Lincoln. Time is short." Jasper Reed and his man doing a lot of cheating in their past tag team title match. They ultimately won by disqualification because of some provocation. We'll have Jasper Reed on the program next week to explain his really despicable actions in this past show. I'm looking forward to that. So next Thursday, we can see if Jasper Reed comes clean about stealing a kiss, about needing to use win the playmaker to help him. Weren't able to actually win the titles from the modern day Kings. We will hear from Jasper Reed next week. You got a loaded card already. You're starting to get it together. I see the graphic you just sent me of you and Aiden Andrews. I'll put that out here later today. Really tell everybody just one couple quick minutes about New Era Wrestling, how they can find you guys, and Jasper, Alabama, Swan Gym.
Yeah, July 12th, we're back at Swan Gym in Jasper. Star Spangled Bash, you can get us on Eventbrite. Tickets are available there. You can buy them at the door, but the VIP in the front row and all that you get done on Eventbrite. We're really excited to be back. We had a great anniversary show. I can tell you that just found out that it is official. Aiden is going to cash in his number one contendership opportunity at that show. So Aiden Andrews and myself will main event July 12th, Star Spangled Bash, so we can hopefully put this to bed once and for all. There was some other news, though, some bad news. Well, bad if you come to our shows. If you've been coming to our shows, you've noticed, you know that Chloe Canterbury has been our ring announcer, and she's just been excellent. She's done such a good job. She's added so much to the show. She sings the national anthem like she's got it. But we've been hard up for a replacement for July because I don't know, she performs in other places in theater and stuff. She had a prior commitment. So, we've been hard up for a ring announcer up until lately. We got a special guest ring announcer for July 12th. And so I'm excited to announce that Mr. Joe Gaither is going to be filling those shoes on July 12th for us. So if you're a little uneasy about wrestling and maybe you hadn't got all the way there yet, but you've been checking out Joe's show, just come and support him at least, and maybe you'll become a fan. So we're excited to have you.
I cannot tell you how excited I am to be doing that. I will. I've been thinking about it a lot since you asked me, and really, I am excited about it. I don't want to bump Chloe off because she is incredible. So as soon as she's available, that is her spot. I just want to keep it warm for her, really. But a really big honor to me, for you to ask me to do that, and I'm looking forward to it. I've been joking with some people. I'll sing the national anthem, but it'll be a whole lot lower octave than Chloe. So we'll try to live up to her shoes a little bit. She's done a great job, and I am really looking forward to that, to be honest with you.
Well, we're looking forward to having you. It'll be fun. I'm sorry I was a little bit behind this morning. And
training.
Yeah, of course. Absolutely. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing you guys on the 12th. I will tell you, I was at Pro South last week in Piedmont, tagged with my brother. So check out Pro South Wrestling on YouTube. Is great. And then I'm going to be in Villa Rica, Georgia, Saturday at Bullpen Professional Wrestling. Not wrestling yet, just making an appearance. They're bringing me in to do some stuff, and so that's Bull Buchanan. I don't know if you remember Bull Buchanan from WWE Attitude Era days. He tagged with the Big Boss Man and some stuff. So, anyways, he's got his own promotion in Georgia. So, anyways,
that's great.
Yeah, looking forward to that. So I'll be all around, but I appreciate the time and y'all's commitment to New Era and trying to promote us.
Absolutely. Well, it's been a lot of fun for me. I think Mason might echo that. Next week, Mason, we're going to be talking to Jasper Reed, and I just got to say, they had me in my feels. It was a lot of fun to yell at them over this past show because of some of their actions. Couldn't even beat the modern day. He says, "We won. Why the extra words? The extra words are the content." This is a talk show, Jasper, and we talk here about everything that happened. So really looking forward to continuing to promote this show, to find out next week what Jasper Reed's plans will be, DNR, what their plans will be to maybe try to capture those tag team titles or just answer for their crimes. You mentioned your brother Joe Wood getting after the Playmaker at the last show and really being attacked, costing him a victory, if I remember correctly. Looking forward to hearing what his plans will be for the Star Spangled Bash as well. I'm really excited about this next show. Alpha, we're almost out of time, so I'm just going to leave you the last couple of minutes right here if you want to, talk a little mess to Aiden Andrews. I know that's not your style. You are classy, an upstanding champion. Or if you just want to invite everybody once again to the Star Spangled Bash.
Yeah, get to our show July 12th. It's after July 4th, so you can be back from the beach. I don't think there's anything else major going on in the sports world. Finals will be over, so there's no reason to not give it a try. It's an hour drive from Tuscaloosa, Northport, if you're in this area. But no matter where you are, come try and check it out. We really appreciate it. I tell you, just be careful with Jasper when you get him on. I don't know if you want, he's had reconstructive facial surgery after Saturday. So.
Well, he needed it. I mean, you steal a kiss from another man's girl, and the other man, whoops your tail. Ace Haven whoops your tail. I mean, I think that beating was warranted. I hope the surgery went well, and we'll find out next week.
Yeah, just have him zoom in or something. Don't bring him in the studio. You don't want him to know where you live, where you work, where your place is, any of that stuff.
We'll keep it off the grid. We're in parts unknown, Alabama. Jasper Reed will join us next week, and we'll continue to get us ready for the Star Spangled Bash with the Alpha Alexander Lincoln. Openweight champion is taking on the irredeemable Aiden Andrews on July 12th. Alpha, thank you so much for your time, and we're really looking forward to getting ready for this next show.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Absolutely. That's the Alpha Alexander Lincoln joining us. And look, if you are on the fence a little bit, I was telling a friend, you can just come and heckle me. I will be doing the announcing. It'll be try to do a little Bruce Buffer impersonation, a little Howard Finkel impersonation. But if you want to just come heckle me, if you don't like the show and you think I'm a Looney Tune, you can come heckle me. That's been maybe my favorite part of being at these shows. I yelled at you remember Damian Seratone, big bad, big mean guy. I yelled at him. He was wrestling Stone Phillips this past week, and so I was making all kinds of rock jokes. You're going to get hit like a rock. You're going to get hit. Oh, he's going to run you over. You remember the commercial, like a rock. And he goes, like a rock. He looked right at me. Like a rock. Yeah. And he goes, you smoke rock. And I was like, oh,
pretty good.
Oh, you got me. So that's been like the most fun part is the interchange between the wrestlers to me. And look, the wrestling's been really, really high quality. We took Will Miller to the show this past week, and he goes, he's leaving with me, and he goes, man, I was really impressed by the wrestlers and quality. I know July 12th is going to be a big wrestling weekend. You've got AEW running All In. You've got WWE running Saturday night's main event. But you can save money. Look. Saturday night's main event is a house show. Just record it. Nothing's going to happen. Goldberg is going to lose. Gunther, it's going to be a 2.5-minute match, right? And then All In is going to cost you, $60, $90 to watch it on your couch because it's a pay-per-view. Come to Jasper, Alabama. Much more affordable tickets. You can sit basically ringside. You can be right there in the action. And so if you like wrestling, record All In, record Saturday night's main event, be at our local show and support these guys and really get your wrestling fix on at the Star Spangled Bash. I'm looking forward to it. I hope that you will join me there. I'll be guest ring announcing. I will sing the national anthem. So if you want to hear maybe my less than stellar, look, I'm a Gaither. The Gaither singers, we can sing as well. I'm not related to Bill Gaither, but we can sing as well. We'll have the national anthem, and we'll try to hype you up for each and every match at New Era Wrestling, the Star Spangled Bash. I'm looking forward to talking to Jasper Reed next week. We're going to have Will Miller join us tomorrow to talk baseball, to talk football offseason, to talk everything in the Alabama sports world right here on the Joe Gaither Show. We appreciate everybody who's commented at Joe Gaither 6, commented on the Facebook machine. Hit us on the voicemail machine at 205-462-7340, extension 800. We will talk to you tomorrow right here on BamaCentral at BamaCentral.com.